Hey YouTube. So what I have here is my homemade set of PLCE gear. Over the years, we've been going back and forth, chest rigs, plate carriers, whatever. When I was in the Army, I was issued Alice gear and then the LBV 88. And that along with the Alice pack always seemed to work fine for me. Obviously things changed. The last 20 years there's been all sorts of different things going on with combat operations. But now as we're kind of scaling back from the GWAT, it seems like a lot of people are going back to belt-based gear. I was messing around with a lot of different stuff. I finally got hold of a set of PLCE through eBay, and I liked it, but I wanted to tweak it a little bit. So that plus, I like the DPM pattern, but I was looking for something that was just plain colors. So I finally said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and try my luck at making my gear. And I did. It turned out really well. There's a couple store-bought items on this, but it turned out really well. It's kind of hard to see in here, but the belt itself is one of the store-bought items. It's a Sword USA brand belt. But you see this mesh and there's some padding under here. That's stuff that I added myself. That was simple enough. I just used some bias tape around the edges, so everything except the top layer of the mesh on. Added the foam, finished the top layer of bias tape, and boom, all set. Got a nice padded belt there. It's not overly padded, but it just gives a little bit just a cushion, because when you wear PLCE or belt kit, you wear it around your waist. And that takes up a lot of it. And actually, the one great thing about PLCE is it is sustainment gear, but when you do want to plus up to a pack, this kind of becomes your waist pack and absorbs the strength. So I'll go through it. I'll start on my left, your right, and as I come around, the last piece over here is a pouch that I did buy, but I'll go through them each. So I lied, because here I have a Molly grenade pouch. Just on the front here. It's extra. I just threw it on there. Obviously I don't get frags anymore, too bad, but it's a good little GP pouch just to have throw something if need be. So the magazine pouch itself uses the tuck tab closure that you'll see on like UW gear or the new Crossfire DZ rig. It's nice, it's quiet, it's silent, it's quick to use. It was the last pouch I made, so that's why it's the only one that has it. I wasn't real sure about how to go about it, but obviously it worked out pretty good. So it's just a triple AR mag pouch. I can fit 2 of my FAL mags in here, but because FAL mags are a lot shorter, I'd have to put like just a little padding or something in the bottom to keep them upright. So I did mess up when I made this, because obviously you can see they'll go in the perpendicular fashion. And if I try and put them in facing like this, the tuck tab is just short and won't close. You see, it was a little tighter for me to put it in, and it fit in like that. So it's not the end of the world. I typically carry my magazines in this orientation anyhow, so we'll just move on with that. On the back side here, I've got a G-code Scorpion. I added a little extra bungee that I can either use the tab up top to remove, or I made a little tab. Let's see if I can get it in there. Made a little tab with some Kydex, and just simple enough, you just kind of pull down on it and that pops out also. So it works well. I put the fast mag, if you will, on the back side. That way as you jump around or going into the prone, this doesn't get eat up in the dirt. The next piece I have here, I obviously got some shears tucked in the back through the Molly, and this is just a simple IFAK type pouch. I got a pull tab here that'll pull that up, and then what I do is I make all my IFAKs like this. I'll link the video that I have with this. This is like a vacuum seal Ziploc type bag, so that way I have everything here, got the big red tape across here, pull it open, and this way I could dump everything out and then put it all back in, but I still have a sealable pouch to put to keep everything inside. And then there's a little flap up here that allows some gloves to go in. Next pouch I have is another Eagle Industries pouch. I forget if this is a smoke or the double mag. That's a double mag pouch, but it'll fit a whole bunch of different stuff. Usually you can put your old Booflang radio in there. And then this is going to be the meat and potatoes. I'll just flip this all around. And actually, I'll flip up. So these are your 4 sustainment pouches. They're all the same size, same style. They got 2 rows of moly on the sides. I use these stab type closures. I like these a lot because it's real simple to close. You one-handed, you can put it in there. You don't have to worry about trying to fumble with 2 sides of the buckle. You know, the strap's adjustable on the front here. The sides come over so it covers the entire pouch. And then on the top of each one of the pouches, I put a little mesh pouch. And this is, I just copied this straight off the PLCE. And so these are the water bottle pouches. So I got aqua tabs in here. Yeah, I'm using the British style Crusader, BCB, whatever type water bottles. I like these a lot. Not so, canteen's a canteen. It is what it is. The water bottle. But I like the stove. And then the one, if I could do it over again, I'd make the pouch just a hair bigger because the cup itself, you'll see, is a little finicky coming out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it over and wind up using Nalgene bottles in here instead. But what I really like about the British stuff is the stove, because the way it sits down in there, it lets the heat come up around the sides the cup a lot better, and it really helps to boil quicker. So I got all that, and then plus a lid for the cup in there too. And the next thing you see is, so I have 2 of these, one on either side, and the Brits call this a loop line. I don't mean to go out of order here, but so I made 2 of them. One is just some 1/2-inch tubular webbing. It's 30 feet. It's got a closed loop at both ends, and you could use this for whatever, hauling stuff. If you have steep grade, you could use that to help you go up and down. For what this is rated for, you could kind of rappel, but I wouldn't do a free rappel, just an overland type rappel. And then on this one here, I have a Swiss, or it's not a Swiss seat, it's a continuous loop of tubular webbing, and that is a quick and easy way to make a Swiss seat. And as you know, tubular webbing is just a great tool to have on hand. So I have those pouches just there on the sides. So this center pouch here, I got an Arcus stowaway that covers as a rain layer and as a kind of warming layer, and then a pair of socks. I just had some extra bungees and some hot hands tucked in the bottom there. So in this top pouch, I have like one of my little, I call it a repair kit. It's got 2 little single-use crazy glues and some safety pins. Next pouch, more sustainment type stuff. Got duct tape. I just got some meal replacement bars, some Slim Jims, and these little like fruit. They're little fruit bars. It's kind of like a fruit leather or fruit roll-up type thing. I have batteries, AAAs, AA's. And then I have a whistle and a fire starter. I do have a spoon tucked in here just in case I find some real food, and then I have a weapons cleaning kit. Over here, again, another water bottle. In the front, I have some instant coffees, some electrolyte powder, just some different flavorings. I have a Cianoc bag because tucked in the bottom is a Sawyer Mini, and then the Cianoc bag uses a dirty water bag. So I got another, this is a smoke grenade pouch, and I actually have 2 little Enola Gaze smokes in there. In here, let's see if I'd like to show this piece that I got. So I have a Gerber strong arm, you know, there's tons of videos on that. But, I don't know how well you can see it. This little, it's a belt drop, if you will. But it's made, this guy, it's a YouTube channel, I'll link his video. It's a piece of Kydex that molds and fits in this little tab here, and then it clips in on the back, so it makes it like kind of like a belt drop, and it's a very nice piece of equipment. It's a nice addition to this. Really fits the bill. Got a little small Leatherman pouch that I made, just tucked on the side there. Here's another just simple little pouch I made, and this has another, this is a larger like white smoke grenade. It's from paintball stuff, obviously for concealment. And then this would be the commander's pouch, or what they call the commander's pouch. It's just a large pouch, a small VS17 panel. I made these, I had some extra material, so it's got a fold out pink panel also, and it tucks in together. And I got a couple grommets on there. That was just a fun little project I did with some extra material I had. A pair of binoculars, just some extra mags. Nothing really, I don't have anything purposeful in there right now. It all depends on what I'm planning to go out and do. So this pouch here, the main pouch, is actually an HSGI 2-quart canteen pouch. It does what I wanted to right now. I have a plan to make another commander's type pouch for myself. So when I get that done, I'll come back on and shoot another video. And then I have another Molly grenade pouch on the front there. The webbing yoke, I just straight copied the pattern off of my British yoke that I had. It's very minimal padding. It's nice and flat, so it can be worn under body armor or under your plate carrier if need be. So I do have a sternum strap on here. So if you're not wearing this over body armor or without body armor, that goes on there. But if I want to wear it under body armor, I have some G hooks here. So those kind of easily come off and get out of the way. And I made some tourniquet pouches that go on the bottom part of the strap. You grab the tab here, and then there goes your cat tourniquet in there. That way it's a nice enclosed pouch instead of just being held on with some wire tie, or excuse me, hair ties or whatever. So that's what it is all laid out. Now, what I have on the back here is obviously a Molly 2 waist pack. You know, this is bigger. The Brits have something called a bum roll that usually just has like a poncho in it. But I use this because now I really could go easily, comfortably 24 hours. So in here, I have a poncho. Poncho liner, whoopee, and then I have a little pouch that I made. It's got bungees, jungle knots, and some tent stakes in there. So the whole premise behind belt kit or PLCE, Alice gear, whatever, is actual sustainment. So you can go out for 24 hours comfortably carrying what you need. I obviously have a little space left in the sustainment pouches. I could plus up food easily enough. I just have some snacks in there right now. But, you know, with all this, easy to go out 24 hours. It's easy enough for me to remove this. I just got some slick clips on here. And then if I'm going to wear an actual pack, you know, it'll sit on the back here as a shelf, and the web gear itself will act as your waist belt, because your pack will rest on that and take some of the weight. So appreciate you guys watching. If you got any questions, just leave them in the comments below.